My name is George. I live in the UK. I'm also Nigerian as well. Okay, so primarily, as I mentioned, I have two passports. I have an EU passport, which means I can basically work in Europe without any restrictions. Okay.
You say you have a EU passport.
Yes.
Did you got that when you were still back home, or when you came here already? Because you told me you were just here for a few years.
Yes.
So how was it possible? Baba, you never tell me how come about the passport. You get them, okay? How come about it? Now what do you want to know? What is the cocoa behind you? Were you born in UK? You just went to Nigeria temporarily, or is there anything, Baba? I beg, let us know.
The narratives with Mr. B.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
You look great.
Thank you.
To be honest, if somebody should tell me you are speaking English, I will tell the person you are lying. Because the way you look like someone who is coming from all the way from, will I say, Pakistan. Oh, well done, sir. Nice to meet you once again.
Yeah, you too.
Please, I just want to ask you one or two questions, and I'm doing this for educational purpose to educate the public, sharing from our own life experience, right? Here in Europe and in life in general, all right? Okay, before I come back to give you just a minute for you to introduce yourself to the audience. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, all my great viewers, depending on the place you're watching us from. We are back again with another episode of this program, Changing the Narratives, saying it the way it is in the city of Rome. We are here with one of our big brother. I believe you can see him. Not to worry, he's going to do the introduction himself. And before then, I just want to urge you, please, stay tight to the end of this broadcast and also equally help us to share, like, and leave your comment for us in the comment section as we talk to our big boss here to introduce himself. All right, please, can you introduce yourself to them?
Yeah. My name is George. I live in the UK. I'm also Nigerian as well.
Oh, which is you are not even in Italy. I see
No, I'm not really based in Italy. Yeah.
Okay, I see the reason why the
I'm just
color is
mostly a
different.
tourist, yeah.
Wow, which is I wasn't making it wasn't a mistake when I was you understand me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like what brought you to my ground?
Well, to see the Colosseum and the Vatican, visit a few historic sites in the beautiful city of Rome.
Wow, is it your first time in Rome?
Yeah, it's my first time in Rome actually. My
Wow.
second day in Rome. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you born in UK or you?
Well, I have a European citizenship, so I'm part of the EU as well. So that's just on the side.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's a privilege of meeting you, sir.
Yes,
Honestly.
yeah.
Okay, like how long now have you been in the territory of Europe?
For 3-4 years now. Yeah.
Okay, because really UK is
Yeah.
not Europe anyway. It's not European. It's not among the European country anyway.
Well,
Now I got it.
Okay, it still is. I mean, it's just around. I've been living in Nigeria for some time, but I've been living in Europe recently for a few countries in the past 4 years actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, but which is
Ireland and the UK.
mostly you were basically in Nigeria before.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Like, sir, you live most of your life in Nigeria. So, what makes you to decide to look forward for Europe?
Better standards of living. Now that's the normal. Better standards of living.
Mm.
Yeah, the economy back home wasn't favorable, so I had to move and start working in Europe.
Was it for study or for
No,
working?
just working.
But was like, is it possible for me to ask the type of job you do?
I'm into IT. Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah.
That is great. Okay, sir. Like, let us compare your working experience in Nigeria. I believe you were using this same crafts in
Yeah,
Nigeria
yeah,
before
yes,
moving down
yeah,
here.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
For the few years that you've lived here now, let us
Yeah.
compare the experience using the same craft in Nigeria and in UK now. So what can you tell us now, just to also educate people who are also having the same craft like you have?
Okay. Primarily, the work in Nigeria is much easier or is more relaxed.
Okay.
But the reward here is much more. Let me say, for example, if I'm to work for a day, you really feel that you worked for a day.
Okay.
Unlike Nigeria, where you just have to do a few tasks in a day. But the reward is actually much more if you have the opportunity. I believe if you have the talent and the opportunity, it's better for you to try and show your talents to the international community, really. Yes.
Okay, sir, please. Honestly, I want people to learn, right? this we are doing this, as I said before, for educational purpose.
Yes.
So how was it possible for you, knowing having this craft and you have it in mind to exploit outside the shore of Nigeria? So what makes it possible for you to get the connection of making it possible? Working it out.
Okay. So primarily, as I mentioned, I have 2 passports. I have an EU passport, which means I can basically work in Europe without any restrictions. But there are different ways you can exploit the craft. You know, there are different visas available. Yeah, that's for viewers back home. Yeah, so there are different options available in the forms of visas, like global talent visas, and you can just look on the websites for the country you want to move to, and you will find something there that you can actually relate to.
Okay, sir. You are an IT. I believe this is the reason why it was very easy for you to maybe, I don't know, I want to ask, because sorry, I'm diving deep.
Okay.
You say you have a EU passport.
Yes.
Did you got that when you were still back home, or when you came here already? Because you told me you were just here for a few years.
Yes.
So how was it possible?
Actually, can I speak pidgin?
No, go on.
Okay.
Break anything breakable.
So not be everybody within Nigeria they suffer. Make I put on like that. Not be everybody within Nigeria they suffer. Some people actually they live okay. So I never really I had the passport, but I never really needed it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, because the life back home at the time was still very favorable. But at this point in time, your bills can't really cover much. So it's just the wise thing for me to have migrated. Yes.
Baba, you never tell me how come about the passport. You get them, okay? How come about it? Now, what do you want to know? What is the cocoa behind you? Were you born in UK? You just went to Nigeria temporarily, or is there anything, Baba? I beg, let us know.
I have a European ancestry.
Okay.
I have European ancestry, so I can apply.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now we don't get them now. Yeah. All right. So to say we don't dive deep into your privacy,
problem,
because honestly, a lot of people are out there who really wants these chances, want to be enlightened about all these things. You understand? But that is the reason why we are diving into all these areas. All right. Okay, sir. Now, in general, like how many countries have you visited, been here for this past 4 years?
This past 4 years, I'll say 8 to 10 countries. Yeah.
8 to 10 countries.
8 to 10 countries.
Can you remember to name some of them?
Let me roughly name them. There's Poland.
Okay.
There's Malta. There's Ireland. There's UK. There's Greece. There's Czech Republic. Yeah, and did I mention Italy?
No, now okay, we are here. Now we are here. All right, sir. In this 8 countries that you have visited, sir, okay, in terms of this your craft, or maybe other job opportunities, or life standard, just say better life standard. So which one will you prefer? That, okay, had it been that I have the opportunity to say, I choose for myself, I would have loved to settle down in this very particular place, and also recommend for people
to settle down?
Or settle down, and also maybe in terms of general life standard.
Wow. Okay. That's a tough question, and I don't think the question is kind of a one answer answers all. It's kind of it depends on what you like.
Okay.
Some people don't like cold weather. If you feel the weather is, you feel you're an extrovert and you like normal weather, I don't think I'll recommend the UK, for example.
Okay.
Okay. If you have the chance, you go to the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just have the chance, the opportunity, because you make a lot of money there, and the standards of living, even though it's very fast, but the reward is much higher. Yeah. Well, I would say I recently visited Malta. I really like the country.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really nice country. If I had the opportunity, I would really like to work there. I mean, the weather is good. The pay is good. That's for if you have if you are skilled there. The pay is actually good. And it has a lot of extroverted lifestyle, so that's what I really liked about the country. So possibly in the future I could get a retirement home there. I mean, who knows?
Not even Nigeria.
No, there's nothing.
We are going to borrow you home.
There's nothing in Nigeria. Really.
We are going to borrow you home. We need you home.
Nigeria.
All right, sir. So,
Yeah.
are you married?
No, 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 no.
Not yet. Wow.
Yeah.
Great fans. I believe your glasses are very okay. You can look at it very well. You understand me? It's very much available. You get in touch with us. We will know how to. But you must be of a good standard anyway. All right. Okay, now, sir, if you want to get married now, for instance,
Yeah.
because I have this, a lot of us, more especially men or people all around the world, has this notion about the women in Europe or in the international community.
Yeah.
So what is your view in terms of that? Will you like to maybe settle down here or go back to Nigeria to get a wife?
I mean, personally, I don't have a preference. Okay. But the thing with the European women, they are more. They are not objectified like in Africa, and they are not. Their mentalities are not kind of a poverty escape mentality that most Nigerians have. Sorry to say that. Okay. Most European women are they're more they're more of their personality. You know, they don't rely on definition of a man. They can pay their bills, and if they see you, they want you are there to add value to their already good lifestyle. You get so it's unlike in Nigeria where most of the girls are they need a handout from the guys.
Just total dependence.
Yeah. So that's kind of the difference. But I wouldn't say all girls in Nigeria have this mentality. Okay, some girls actually want to grow with you. So if I could see someone that wants to grow with me, why not?
Or you prefer Nigeria or here?
I don't have a choice on that. Sorry, I don't have a choice. But all is good, really. I don't make a choice on that. If the chemistry is good, if there is a lot of if there's chemistry going on, it will work out. Yeah.
Okay. So lastly, now you in Italy.
Yes.
I believe you also visited some other country that does not speak English, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what was your difficulties that you found, especially navigating through those country that you know that they does not speak English, and maybe due to your craft? Do you face any difficulties or?
Okay. Actually, Nigeria is actually blessed. That we learned English. Okay. Because just recently I was teaching English to Maltese people. Most Maltese don't know how to speak English, but how English works now is that English is kind of the international language. So there isn't any country you can go to in the world that someone will not be able to speak English. Try and speak with the younger generation. They will always be able to speak English for every country if you travel out. So I don't think English is kind of a barrier because it's the international language. And thank goodness Nigerians know how to speak English properly. Yeah.
Okay, I remember this because I saw you to be a flexing guy.
Okay.
This thing almost escaped me.
Okay.
Have you lived most of your valuable life? No, I will not say valuable. Excuse me for that very word.
Golden years.
But your golden years in Nigeria.
Okay.
Terms of flexing lifestyle, bubbling and all that.
Yes.
Now you are in international community where we don't have much clubs, we don't have much flexing, we don't have much all of these things that we have in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So how do you cope?
Yeah, it's never the same. It's never the same. Yeah, home, nowhere like home, really. You always feel the energy is always different back home. Yeah, that's the thing. The difference between Nigeria and literally anywhere you go. But there are still a few countries that in Europe that have places with a high social life. Yeah, really. Yeah, like in Malta, for example, lots of sun, lots of beaches.
I can understand the reason why you are planning your retirement.
Yeah, it's a very nice. It's a very nice, warm country.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like the vibe over there.
All right, sir. Sorry, thank you so much. What would be your last word of advice to everybody who is going to come across this video?
Well,
to what we have discussed so far.
Well, if you want to move, always consider other options. Okay, what could work for you may not work for another person. Try and think of the things that you may like and the things that are deal breakers for you. Okay, so that when you move, you don't get what's this word, depressed. Okay, because depression is a real thing out here. Many people are depressed. I mean, you get money if you leave Nigeria. Anywhere you go to, the standard of living is higher, I assure you. But depression is a real thing going on, okay? And many people if you talk with many people on it, I mean, it's a big topic over here. So many people don't like to talk about it, but it is a thing. So just prepare yourself. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. It's really a great time with you. We never take this time for granted. Thank you so much. Had it been that yes, you are around, I believe that a lot of people would have made a demand of you for us to visit you again. But nevertheless,
Yes.
even if we don't meet you here, we might probably find a visa to look for you in UK.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.